And then after the 95% was reported to the state, pulled them back out of that system. And that goes back to the fraud that I was telling you that was committed by the appraisal district that I was the ARB chair. That year, what happened was, as a result of me being asked to run one-person panels, and I refused to, and the numbers going into the system were already corrupt. The deputy chief appraiser told me in a conversation that they were not going to make it. This was long before we started the appraisal review process, the protest season. Those numbers were not going to be right. And then at that point, what happened is after the district did not make their 95% certification, which is the major, that's what they're all working for every year, the chief appraiser at that time put properties that had not been protested but were under protest, supposed to come before my people, put them into being settled to count them onto the 95%, and then after the 95% was reported to the state, pulled them back out of that system. It triggered to Michelle French tax notices, and many taxpayers that year got multiple tax notices wanting more money. And so you know, the code is very specific. The tax assessor collector cannot levy a value on a property until the protest has been completed. Those properties had not. So that is part of the evidence that I gathered that year.
So in order to be compliant, they have to have a 95% certification rate. They take properties that are not certified yet under protest, they put it in that 95% bucket so that they can clear whatever clearance they need to be okay for that year. And then after that's done, they remove that data, those properties, and then they allow them to protest. But in addition to that fraud, you're also saying that they were trying to go from a 3-person ARB to a 1-person ARB to push along the protest process, because, correct me if I'm wrong, they don't want people protesting the value, because wouldn't that mean they would receive less money from the taxpayer?